And the only thing a man has ever taught me is to do what's best for me, because they're going to do what's best for them every time.
My grandma told me that if given the opportunity, a man will take everything from you. They come into your life to take. They will take your time, energy, resources, health, mental health, your wound, your body, your beauty, your radiance, your personality, your thoughts, every single thing. She said, women now don't have to deal with and put up with the things that they had to deal with and put up with in the past, because we have been given the opportunity to be educated and have our own. She used to say, why would you tie yourself to a man when you don't have to? We had to do that in order to survive. Y'all don't have to do that. There's no reason for you to be tying your survival and your life to a man when you don't have to. Go get your education, because these men, a lot of them, aren't worth the ground that they crawled out of. And they don't do nothing but come into your life to take.
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miss Cafe. So ladies, hey, today we're talking about the most expensive lesson you learned from a man. Oh my god, these people will teach you lessons. And these lessons will be painful, they'll be expensive, because they'll waste your time, sometimes even your money. I mean, oh my god, have we learned lessons? Have we not? What's the most expensive lesson you've learned from a man? What has a man taught you in your life? It could be your ex-partner, it could be your partner, it could be your dad, it could be your family member. I mean, these lessons don't have to be like bad lessons, like, oh, I learned my lesson. Some of them are good. Some women have claimed to be taught to be soft. Some women claim to have been taught how to just relax. You know, it doesn't have to be so bad. So what are these lessons you've been taught or you've learned from seeing how men behave? Or what are they? So anyway, you know how we do it over here. Let's quickly jump right into this video, and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
One thing we should all learn from men as women is putting ourselves first. Yeah. A man will leave a woman with kids all because he's putting himself first. Man will choose to cheat on you all because he's putting his happiness first. Yeah. A man will lie to you all because he's protecting his peace. So in conclusion, as a woman, stop being selfless and start being a little bit more selfish. Yeah. Put yourself first, because men will always put themselves first. And don't feel guilty about it at all.
The realest thing I ever heard from a man is when I decided that I no longer wanted to be just dated, that I wanted to be treated like a lady. I wanted to be courted. I wanted to be pursued with intention. And I wanted to be treated like a lady. So I was like, I'm not going out with any man who doesn't open the door for me. It's common courtesy. It's being a gentleman. So the first time I did this, the man refused to open the door for me. I turned around, went back in my apartment. There was another time, same thing. I was like, I'm going to go, but if he doesn't open the door for me, I'm not going out with him. So the man pulls up. I come downstairs. I wait outside the door. I just stand there. I don't do anything. I just stand there. He's on the phone, so he didn't see me. But as soon as he looks up from his phone, he sees me. He's like, oh, my bad. Let me get that for you. Sorry about that. I was like, thank you. He opened the door. We go to breakfast. And without even me having to ask, he was just like, if you wouldn't have had me open that door for you, I would have known that you were used to being treated like ish. And I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, oh, wow. You don't realize what you're saying subconsciously. You don't realize how your behavior teaches people things about you. Men watch you, they observe you, and so they see what you're willing to deal with, or how you move, or what you accept and what you don't. And so that was very powerful for me in that moment, and it just confirmed that I did deserve to be treated the way I felt like I deserved to be treated. But I had to be willing to walk away if I didn't get that. And that was what was in my mind. If this man doesn't open this door just like the first man had did, or the man had did previously, I was not going. If I wasn't going to be treated the way I wanted to be treated, I wasn't going. And so that was just a real eye-opener, for me. And that's something that I could just continue to teach women to this day, right? You teach people how you want to be treated. We're not talking about, oh, treat me like this. But what you do subconsciously, what you accept, what you allow, what you don't question, that's how people learn how to treat you.
Things I learned from hanging out with a millionaire, part 3. He taught me that this one is for women. He taught me that one of the most powerful things a woman can do and how she can create the most success for herself is to master her feelings. And he told me he learned this from the creator of Tory Burch. They had a discussion about how that is what keeps so many women from being great. Women are so smart. Women are so innovative. Okay, we be having a lot of ideas. We're super creative, we're intuitive, you know, we're connected, we see things and feel things that other people don't. But the reason why we can't get where we want to be sometimes is because of our emotions, because of our feelings. And our feelings can be used in a positive way, but if we don't learn how to control them and how to understand them and know what they mean and understand how they affect us and wait to make decisions and act on things until we are in control of our emotions, until they calm down, that can have a huge effect on us, and it can really hold us back and get us into some trouble. Because, you know, I've experienced all those things, and I'm sure you can too. Let me know in the comments, can you relate? You get what I'm saying? But make sure y'all share this so all the girls in 2026 can come together, get money, and conquer the world. But not for real, it's 2026. It's no gatekeeping, okay? We're lifting our sisters up and putting the girls on, and we're getting in control of our emotions and making good decisions this year, period.
Remember, ladies, when a man does something for you, you don't owe him a thing. And I think some of y'all need to hear this over and over. I don't think I talk about this enough. When a man does something nice for you, when he gifts you, when he takes you out to dinner, you don't owe him a thing. The only thing you owe him is a thank you. All right? The words thank you are enough. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, ladies, that if you value yourself on the highest level, the only thing you owe a man when he does anything for you is thank you. Okay? Some of y'all don't value yourselves enough and you think you owe them something. And I'm here to tell you that the thing you owe them is a thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's it. Nothing else. Because some of y'all are like, well, I go out on day 2, and when do I get to kiss him? When do I kiss him? What if he asks, what does he get in return? Let me tell you something. If a man is asking you what he's getting in return, he doesn't like you anyway. Okay? If a man says, well, what are you going to do for me? He don't like you. Okay? Y'all need to listen to what I just said. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. If a man says, what are you going to do for me if I do this for you? He does not like you. Especially in the beginning of dating or while dating this man, he does not like you. He is looking for a fast, easy exchange. He doesn't respect you, nor does he like you. He's not going to ask you for anything in exchange. He's going to want to impress you. He's going to want to invest time, energy, and money into you. If you got a man that works hard for his money, he's not easily going to give it away because he's struggling. And so he's going to want something in exchange for his hard work because he's not one of those type of guys who makes money in their sleep. You understand what I'm telling you? So you need to find a man that makes a lot of money or that really, really likes you enough not to ask you for an exchange or anything in return.
We should all learn from men as women is manipulation. Yeah. A man will manipulate you out them draws. A man will manipulate you to believe that you will have your happily ever after, only to find out that you were a placeholder for his dream woman. So in conclusion, you as a woman, you should be able to manipulate any man out them pockets without giving up your cookie. Hello.
One thing that a man taught me is that your feelings are not facts. Like, as bad as I be wanting my feelings to be facts, it's just not. And that's probably one of the 10 things that male logic that I would say that's true. Like, just because you feel a certain way don't make it true or right. It's just your feelings. Now, that doesn't make your feelings wrong, but your feelings are your feelings. That's not other people's problems. Like, and it doesn't make it to be factual just because you feel that way. And this was a harsh reality that had to settle in with me several times in my life. And me being 33 now, I think I'm just accepting it. Like, after all this time, I'm just finally accepting the fact that my feelings are not facts. Like, I can feel how I want to feel, but that does not make those feelings right or wrong. So fellas, I'm on your side with that one. That one, I'm on your side with it.
The best dating advice that my dad ever gave me was that you should never put the person you are talking to or whatever dating on a pedestal. As a woman, you should never do that. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And like at the time, he was like, he's up here right now and you're down here. That should not be like that. It should be like this. You should be up on the pedestal. Essentially, he was saying like, if the guy's not giving you what you want in a relationship, someone else will. If he is not making you feel special, if he's not taking you out on dates, he's not being consistent, he's not being, you know, healthy towards you, then someone else will. So why are you gonna continue to put yourself in that position of being uncomfortable, being unhappy? And I was like, okay, king, period. The last thing that he said was that if a guy's very quick to find someone after you, just know that person's gonna be treated the same exact way. They're not special. You were very good to them, and they're gonna try and find you and someone else, and they're gonna realize they can't. So that's why they always come back.
My husband taught me.
With a granddaddy that told me years and years and years and years and years, don't let no man put no baby in you. A man's supposed to have a house. A man take care of his woman like he take care of his car. Always have your own money. Don't be with a man that don't do nothing for you. Those are the benefits of having a Capricorn granddaddy. That's how I know women literally do pay the karma of their fathers. Because all the lessons of the ignorance and bullshit that I went through, that's a reflection on my father and his wrongdoings to women. My granddaddy kept that shit 300. Don't let no man put no baby in you. Always have your own money. You know what I'm saying? Always make sure you don't have an attachment, so when you need to step, you can step. No, we're not doing none of that whole, I need to stay here and I need to do this and, well, you got to put me out. Put who where? Nope. Nope. Nope.
As a man that has always had like female best friends, like long term, and plenty of them, I want to give you some big brother advice, some guy code. Men do not break up with women. Men do not break up with women. They literally, when they decide that they do not want to be with you anymore, they drain you until there is nothing left. They will drain you till there's nothing left, so you end up leaving them after they've used you for everything. And then since you left, when he decides that, oh, I should have stayed or I didn't make the best decision, he gets to then, gaslight you. Well, you left me like everybody else. You told me that I was the same thing you said triggered me. It was the same thing my mama used to say. It was the same thing you said I was just like my dad and da-da-da-da-da. Let me be very, very clear. If that man is draining you, it's because he does not have the balls to leave you. Do not go back. Men do not break up with women, but they will drain them.
My nails. Anyways, if your boyfriend just cheated on you and you want to be a dog ass bitch, here's how. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Talk to whoever you want, because talking stages aren't real. Only him paying for your dinner stages and cracking stages matter. Number 2, treat the other gender as a sex doll. They're not human, okay? And they don't see you as one either, so get your poom poom ate and then leave. Number 3, don't communicate, just act. If you somehow get attached and then they hurt your feelings, like, just fuck someone else. You don't need to tell them. Like, you just do it, okay? And then they'll probably like you more. Anyways, I have more of these, so stay tuned, stay lady, follow for more.
I don't care about men who cheat because I cheat too. The first time someone cheated on me, I was 17 years old. And I remember crying, my heart breaking. And my brother at the time asked me, did they stop making men when they make it? And when I thought about it, no, they did not, in fact, stop making men when they made him. I didn't understand why I was crying when there was other men in the world. My brother told me that once a person cheats on you, that means they no longer want to be exclusive and they want to exercise their options. So that means by default, I'm also single as well. So I can date whoever I want. I didn't know it, but all I needed was permission because the social construct of what a good girl was ingrained in me by my mother. So all I needed was someone to give me an alternate option. My brother gave me permission by letting me know I was in fact single. Shortly after that, I met this MTA worker. Very cute. He drove this little red 2-door convertible. We went out on a date one night, and when he was dropping me off, my boyfriend at the time, we lived in the same building, he was standing right there in front. So I got out of the car with my little doggy bag that I had, went to walk past him. When I was walking past him, he goes, Tanya. I said, oh, Hey. He goes, who's that? I said, who's who? He said, Tanya, whose car you just got out of? I said, oh, that's a cab driver. He said, cab driver? Yeah. In New York at the time, there wasn't any Lyfts or Ubers. The only cabs we had was the livery cabs that were Lincoln Town cars, and we had yellow taxi cab. No one used yellow taxi cabs like in the inner city, unless you were in Manhattan. So in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, you used the livery cabs, which was the $5 Lincoln Town cars. Obviously, the little red two-door convertible is not a Lincoln Town car, so that's not a cab. I didn't care. The same way he gaslit me when I asked him about his indiscretions was the same way I gaslit him that was a taxi cab. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a cab. He went on to state facts. That was true. He said, Tanya, that ain't no taxi cab. It's red. It's a convertible. You was sitting up front. Who car is that? Like, stop playing. I told him it's a red taxi cab. At the end of it, I said, believe what you want. I don't got time to sit there and argue with you. I'm tired. I'm going upstairs. I gaslit that man so well that he actually started to believe that he saw a regular taxi cab the next day. After that incident, I fear that I've never stopped. When I initially start off in a relationship, whatever energy you give me is what I'm going to give to you. I'm like the teacher who starts off the class where you start off with 100%, and based on your performance, it can go from 100% all the way down to 0. Now at my age, a lot of people may feel like, oh, that's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy for you, not for me. Eventually I'm going to leave. But in the interim, whether it's I need time to plan, I need to get my money together, I need to make sure that my transition is comfortable, whatever the reason is, while I'm waiting, I'm going to operate however you're operating, without any recourse, without any remorse, without any empathy. Like, I'm just not going to care. I don't need to know the justification or the reason behind what you did, because you being a man is not enough reason to justify your actions. I'm not excusing behavior because, oh, it's just a man and men cheat. No. Loyalty is loyalty. If you'll cheat on me, you'll get on a stand and point your finger and testify against me. A rat is a rat, and no matter what form they come in.
Storytime. So, I dated a billionaire in my 20s. I mean, I'm still in my 20s, yeah? And dating this particular person taught me that as a woman, right, you need to have emotional intelligence. You need to have emotional intelligence. Mostly if you're dealing with people that have substance, if you're dealing with people that have money, if you're dealing with wealthy people, you need emotional intelligence, not just beauty. Sincerely speaking, not just beauty, right? But you see, that's smartness, emotional intelligence, yeah? You need it. I'm telling you this because as a lady, if you want access to men of power, you want access to men that has power, you know, those 1% of the 1% kind of people, right? Trust me, you must control your emotions. Like, you must control all of the emotions you think you have. You must control it though. There's no how. You just have to control your emotions. It's that simple. Yeah, believe me, this is me talking from experience. I am talking from experience. You have to control your emotions.
Things I learned about men from men. If he's love bombing you, he love bombed her. If he love bombed her, he love bombed the one before her. If he took you on a trip for y'all second date, he gonna take the next one on a trip for the third date. If he took the last one on a trip for the first date, then he took you on the one for the second date. Men who love bomb in that type of way, that's just their love language. That's what they do. Don't be all up in your feelings watching that Instagram trying to figure out, oh, he took her there, it took her. It doesn't matter. He does it for everyone. You're no special. For the ones that have kids, they're going to expect you to understand that they be with their baby mama. They're going to expect you to understand that they be with their child's mother. And not, y'all know what I mean, not just be with them for family events and y'all have a good co-parenting relationship. I'm not talking about that.
But they're going to expect you to understand that, yeah, you know, sometimes I just be spending the night over her house sometimes. It's up to you to what you do with that information, okay, babe? Thank you. They like to get their homeboys' approval about you. They like to, not only just like the mama approval, but they want their homeboys to approve of you too. Because if the homeboys don't approve of you, then the homeboys gonna be talking bad about you. And they don't want their homeboys talking bad about them because they love their homeboys for real. They love them. It don't mean nothing that he watching them stories. Him watching them stories don't mean nothing. That's him just basically saying, hey, I'm doing the bare minimum to make you talk to me again. If y'all haven't talked, I'm talking about the girls, if y'all haven't talked, you wondering what he got going on, but he's watching your stories. Oh, but he keep watching my stories, he keep watching my story. Because that's what he can do to let you know that he's thinking about you with the least amount of effort, babe. He's doing nothing. He's just watching you. If that's the case, you're just watching me. Do you love me? Do I love you? Exactly. Men know women are natural nurturers. I used to talk to a guy. I haven't talked to him in like, I'm gonna say 8+ years. He used to stay in LA. The first time he came back into town, I seen him and his hair just was a mess. I'm like, look at your hair, it's a mess. He came over and literally said to my face, I knew you were gonna fix it for me. I knew you would fix it for me. And that I did, because why would you come over here and sit and look a mess in my face? That's disrespectful. So of course I'm gonna fix the situation. Like, I'm neurodivergent. I can't, it was unsettling to my spirit. But they know women are natural nurturers, and they know men know you will help them.
Things my husband has taught me. This man literally raised me since I was 13 years old.
Disclaimer, I was 14. Don't think I groomed her.
Number 1, driving. He literally taught me how to drive. In his dad's old little car, he took me around our local park and he was teaching me. And he's literally the reason why I'm not afraid and don't get anxious or nervous behind the wheel.
The worst part is I was just 2 teenagers learning how to drive together because I learned how to drive from playing video games.
Number 2, he taught me how to do a sock bun. Yes, he was my boyfriend at the time, and he seen that I had ordered a sock bun kit, and I didn't know how to use it because, like a lot of you guys know, I was raised by my dad, and my dad didn't teach me how to do my hair. Kyle literally went home and watched on YouTube how to use it, how to put the sock bun in, and then he came back and showed me how to do it.
For me, it was pretty easy because I grew up with a single mom and sisters, so like that's all I knew was how girls did stuff. So I'm like, there's gotta be a video.
Number 3, this man is literally the reason why I graduated. He was my math tutor. If you guys don't know this about Kyle, he's literally a math genius. You tell him to do any math problem and he doesn't even have to write it down. He does it at the top of his head. Especially when I was in college and I had to pass statistics, I was stressing, but thankfully I had a math savvy boyfriend.
All I'm saying is my name should be on that degree too, because I helped out a lot.
What I learned about men from men, they know they're pushing your buttons. They're actively looking for a reaction from you, and when you don't give them one, they try harder. Why do you think they hate the girls who be like, it's a real strict program, I'm one and done, and the ones who actually are one and done? The girls who don't argue back. The girls who sit there and they're like, you know what? You have one time with me, and that's all you got with me. They hate those girls because they know they can't get a reaction out of them, because the minute you get a reaction out of her, she's gonna be like, I'm done. It's clipped. You're gone. This why people be telling y'all, don't send them paragraphs. Don't be yelling on the phone, letting your veins pop out of your neck. Don't be doing all of that, because all it does is give them an ego boost, babe. All you're doing is making him feel like, oh, she cares about me. She cares about me a lot. So what that teaches him is, I need to do this every single time I want her to show that she cares about me. Because when I gaslight her in this way, I feel cared about. So, and I like that. So I'm going to keep doing it. Not all of them, but some of them love when you get to blowing that phone up. Because say what they sitting there with a little shorty. They got a little joint. They're going to be like, look, listen, you may see her call my phone a few times. This is a test. He want to see how you react. He wants to see if you want to be like, I'm calling your phone. Oh my God, you're supposed to be with me. Ego boost. Ego boost. Move around. They will tell you about the women they try to talk to, used to date, their children's moms, their ex-girlfriends, random girls who they just used to hit back in the day. They're gonna tell you all of this to see how you react. The minute you get jealous, he like, yeah, I got her. We got her. He knows if you were to see him with another woman, you'd be like, oh, that's my man. That's my man. Who doesn't like a
good fighting over them. I love to see two men fight over me. Please, fight over me. Men like the same thing. So he's going to tell you about the girls he used to be with. He's going to tell you about the girls he used to kick it with. He's going to tell you how they started acting because he used to do them like how he did you. They know they gaslight you on purpose. They just don't want you to know that they gaslight you on purpose. Men getting women out of character is fun for them because it lets them know that they have a certain amount of control over that woman to the point where you can affect her emotion. They're gaslighting you, they're trying to piss you off, and you sit there and you're just like this. I realize you're trying to make me angry right now. I notice you've been doing that often. Is everything okay? Because what do you mean you know that I've been playing game on you just to try to test you? Girl, it takes the fun out of the game. So when you know and you call it out and you call it out in a manner that's just like, I noticed you've been behaving in this way, and for that, they be like, what? Gag. They're gag. Men love strict women when you strict with another man. But the minute you strict with him, he hate it. The minute you enforce those boundaries with him, why are you doing all that? You doing too much. Nah, I'm strict. You like when I'm strict with everybody else out on the street, I'm strict with you too. That's the problem. Y'all don't know what y'all want. You want your girl to be strict with everybody else, but not you too. No, you on the program too, buddy. They project so bad because they have a harder time regulating their own emotions. Women have an easier time regulating their own emotions because women are creators of life. So we have to regulate our emotions because we have to be able to regulate ourselves to carry a pregnancy for that long. That's why men need women to help regulate them because they don't have that. That XY chromosome gets real. It gets real scientific, okay? Because he's so over sexualized and he's so ready to all the time. He's gonna assume you're over sexual and you're ready to all the time because they can't see past the fact that we know how to self-regulate because they can't. It's not in their nature to self-regulate. That's why they need a partner. Hope this helps y'all. Bye.
In case you didn't get this video we are talking, it's a broad one. We're talking about the things you've learned from men, from seeing them do them, or the things they've taught you personally. It could be your dad, it could be a mentor, so it's broad. Don't get confused. So anyway, hey, what are these lessons that you learned? Me personally, the things I've learned from seeing how men behave, I've learned to be very selfish. They are very selfish. Another thing I've learned is to be unbothered. Another thing I've learned is to be so detached. Like, yani, you don't attach yourself to anything. Don't even attach yourself to your kids like that. Like, for example, you don't miss opportunities because of your children the way men do. You don't miss opportunities because you're in a marriage the way us women do. You don't put your family first the way us women do. Men don't. They'll put you last. I mean, they won't miss anything. They won't even miss to disrespect you just because they have a family. It's that serious. So those are things I've learned. Funny enough, I've not learned anything like, okay, those are good things if you think they're not like good, but they are good for your soul if you think about it as a woman. But they come from being done dirty. Those are the lessons we learn from men doing us dirty. Like, it's crazy. Another thing I've learned is whenever you get approached by another man, maybe outside there, and it's a man that's worth it. Oh my God, don't waste time. Men don't waste time. Whenever they meet a woman who they know, oh my God, she's like out of my league. Like, this is the woman I would want. Like, this is my dream girl. They will not fail to impress her because you're in the picture. That is something else I've learned. So whenever you meet these men who are just so good, especially if you're young, by the way, especially if you're so young, you don't have kids, you're not like, I don't care whether you're married. Me, by the way, I'm not big on marriage. If you know. So, because let me tell you, you'll be there holding this family down, being loyal. Oh my God, CGO, my husband, CGO, I cannot talk to other men. Talk to them. Keep your options open. That is the only thing I'm trying to tell you. I'm not telling you sleep around. No. Of course, keep your dignity. Be celibate, but keep your options open. Just know, like, be open-minded. Don't close your options just because you're married, just because you're in a relationship. Don't close those options. Keep them open. Just know in future, it could be a different one, That's another thing. Another thing I've learned is the audacity. Like, have audacity. You see, men have the audacity to even talk to people like Rihanna, Nicki Minaj. Like, they believe genuinely they could date those women. Like, that is the kind of audacity I need as women to have. Because that kind of audacity will help you achieve goals that you saw were so far from achieving. Like, it will open doors that you thought will never open. That's the kind of audacity I want us to have. What another thing you've learned from men? Me personally, the things I've learned is from men doing me dirty, or just watching how men behave, how men do other women dirty. Like, it's crazy, it's crazy. Things that men in my life have taught me. What have men in my life taught me? General things, not things that are like personal to women. No, not just general stuff that I think everyone's parents teach them. Yeah. So, what are the things that you've learned from men you personally, or that a man in your life taught you? Like, what are those lessons that you learned the hard way? What are they? We need to hear them in the comment section. Anyway, please have a nice day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.